Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. A few weeks ago, Kathleen Illustrated, who is one of my favorite thrifty YouTubers, put out a style challenge for people wanting to get out of their style rut. Now, I have really discovered over the past few months, past year possibly, that I really seem to be thriving with my style when I challenge myself. Like this year, or at least right now this year, when I am not working off of a capsule, which I did last year, I am struggling with what to put on. I'm struggling with deciding what I want to wear, and I don't know why, because I have the option to wear anything, and I still, A, default to the same outfits repeatedly, and B, don't feel inspired by my clothing. I don't necessarily feel like there are things missing, but I don't know, I don't play around with it the way I did or do when I have a limited amount to choose from. So either way, Kathleen made up this style challenge, this get out of a creative rut with your clothing challenge. I really wanted to join in when it was live, when it was actually happening and everyone else was joining in, but we live in very different time zones, and it was like 3 p.m. in the afternoon on the Monday when the first prompt dropped. Shockingly, I was already wearing clothes. And sadly, I guess, they didn't fit the prompt. So I decided to, tackle this week, challenge myself this week, and see how it goes. Now, for some of the prompts, I do have an idea of what I want to wear, or at least a piece that I want to incorporate. For others, I have no idea. But let's start with this, what I'm wearing today, the first prompt for this challenge, which is warm colors. Now for this, I knew that I wanted to wear these orange trousers. They have been worn a bit this year. I got them this year, and I have like one issue with them, which is that they are a little bit short, which works in the summertime, but I don't know how I'm going to wear them in the winter unless I lengthen them somehow. But either way, it was really between these, a red pair of shorts and an orange pair of shorts. Those are really the options I have, and shorts, I'm looking outside and no. I paired the pants with this yellow t-shirt, and that on its own looked, I don't know. I like it. The more I look at it, I like it. But I felt like it looked a bit strange, which I don't really know why, because they are analogous. They are colors that sit next to each other. Analogous? Analogous. I think that's how you say it. Some words I have never actually pronounced with my face. Either way, I didn't really like how that looked all on its own. And I almost did the thing that I tend to do, which is defaulting to black. I was like, oh, I could just pop on a black cardigan. A black cardigan with this would, one, not really have been a very warm color. It's a neutral. I don't think black is warm toned. If I was going to pick, I would say it's cool toned. But secondly, it also would have kind of killed the vibe. So instead, I went with this orange sweater that I got earlier this year. I showed it off in my collective thrift haul. I can link that up here for you. And I haven't actually worn the sweater today. What I've done is sort of this. I've just kind of popped it over my shoulders, or I tied it diagonally, which is also a new to me way of wearing sweaters. Now, I'm not usually someone who wears sweaters like this. I think I've done it like once in my life prior to this, and that was many years ago. But I wanted to add something to the look, and I wanted the option of being able to get warmer, because despite the predictions that this summer was going to be very, very hot, it currently is not. So I've just really had it over my shoulders, or tied here or tied diagonally across my body, and I've quite liked it. Now, the reactions I've had to this have been several. All of them, at least verbally, have been positive. Teresa said I looked very citrusy. My husband said I looked like the sun. And I had coworkers say that they liked my outfit, that it made them happy. And also people asking me where I get my clothes. And for me, that's a compliment. I wear some weird pieces sometimes, and I don't think any of these pieces are weird in and of themselves. It's a t-shirt, it's sort of jeans, and it's a knit sweater. But I think it's the way I put things together that makes people wonder what I do, where I find them. And I like that. I like that a lot. Now, I was sort of going for fire not sun, not citrus, but I'll take it. Now, a weird struggle I also had with figuring out today's outfit is pink a warm or cool color? Because for me, pink sits with red, which is warm. And orange and yellow are warm. There are cool toned reds. There are, I know that. But is pink a warm or cool color in general? I don't know, because purple is cool. Blue is cool. Green is cool. Red is warm. Pink sits right there between red and purple. And I might regret questioning this because maybe it's really, really obvious, but it's not to me. Because I know there are warm and cool tones of basically any color, possibly not black, maybe not white, but where does pink sit? I don't know. So I had a pair of pants I really wanted to wear. You will see them in a different video. They are new. I haven't shown them as of me filming this. You have not seen those, but I didn't. And I don't regret it. I'm glad I wore this outfit, but this outfit is also so much more out there for me than my normal stuff would be, even though these are all pieces that I normally at least normally wear. They are pieces I've picked out. They're in my wardrobe, all that. I've definitely felt a little bit self-conscious in it because I'm used to my pinks and my purples and my blues, and these are all pieces that I have worn before, apart from the sweater because it hasn't been the right temperature to do so. But I feel very, very bright and very, very bold. And I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it. As a whole, though, I think it's a fun outfit. I think the colors are definitely happy, but I don't know. And I'm looking now because this room is a mess. We're still reorganizing our home and moving, the rooms about and stuff. So I have a clothing rack right here in the middle of the room right now, which is not where it's going to be. But I do have this cardigan. This is a yellow cardigan. It looks almost beige on camera, but it is yellow. And it's a lot softer. It's a pastel. And I have paired it with this t-shirt before. I did that in Edinburgh. Video linked up in the corner. And I wonder if this would have been a very different vibe if I hadn't had, this sweater and done this instead. But this to me also isn't really a very warm yellow. And that maybe would defeat the purpose of warm colors. Yellow is warm. The tone is not. But yes, these are the thoughts for today and this outfit. I apologize about light changing constantly. It's weather outside, who knew? But I will be back tomorrow with what will be a cool color outfit. And I don't know what to wear. Again, if I figure out if pink is a cool color, I might wear those pants. Otherwise, I don't know. I guess you and I will just have to figure it out together. In a shocking turn of events, pink isn't even on the color wheel. And that's a travesty. Welcome back to day 2 of Kathleen Illustrated's Style Rut outfit experiment challenge thing. Probably has a way better name than that, but you're stuck with me now and not Kathleen, so just deal with it. Today, the theme is cool colors, and I feel like I did pretty good. This is a new to me dress. It's a midi dress, almost a maxi dress, that is tight but stretchy, like there is a bit of give to this fabric, and I've paired that with one of my favorite shirts that I wear year round, basically, less so in summer, but I have worn a bit recently, and it's a denim shirt with these patches of plaid, black and white checkers, and then sort of plaid in green and white and blue, mostly green and white, a bit of navy in there too, and yes, there's a teeny bit of yellow in this. That's okay. It doesn't distract from the coolness of the outfit, if I may say so myself. And then I've just popped on this green belt that I recently thrifted as well, which has a really nice texture to it, and hopefully you can see that in the try-on clip. And I have been so comfortable today. So comfortable. I got this dress a bit of on a whim. I wasn't sure about it, which maybe means I shouldn't have gotten it, but I did, and I've had it hanging in my wardrobe for a while, and just kind of skipped over it, like just my eyes just jumped over it all the time, because I remembered it being but I remembered it being much more restrictive than it turned out being. It's a fairly thick material, and so I remembered it being, tight, having no give to it, and that is not the case. So I'm glad I finally wore it, and also, looking at this outfit, Am I doing outfit formulas? Not for yesterday and today, compared to one another, but I think it was in my dopamine dressing video that I wore a floral midi-length dress, which granted was a bit swooshier than this is. This is pretty straight, with a white shirt on top, which I then belted. I don't know. But like I said, I've been extremely comfortable in this outfit all day. I've been at work all day. I've been sitting and walking and moving and sitting, because I do a lot of sitting at my job. And I've been so comfortable. And I really like that the belt cinches me in and gives me more of a waist. I think this outfit will look good without a belt as well. But I like the cinching, and I like the fact that the fabric of the shirt bunches a bit on my hips or at my hips, making it look almost like padding. It makes it look like a more exaggerated difference between waist and hips, which isn't really there. Like, I do have a smaller waist and I do hips, but this just makes it look more. It's a bit costumey. It's a bit, I don't know, like 18th century or 19th century with like bum rolls and, that whole thing. It's giving that a little bit to me, and I'm liking it. Now, this is not a combination I've worn before. Yes, I said that I've done the same formula, basically, with a different outfit, but I haven't paired these pieces together before. I haven't worn the belt before because I got that just the other day, and I haven't worn the dress before, like I said. I've just been skipping over it. If this had not been a challenge, I don't know if I would have paired all this together. I'm glad I did. I hope to do again in the future. But I also think that even if I would have paired the shirt and the dress, I don't think I would have gone with this belt. Even though it looks really good to me and the green of the belt is the same, or at least very similar to the green in the plaid of the shirt, I would have played it safe. I probably would have gone with a black belt or maybe a brown belt. And I'm not saying that would have been wrong, because I do think that would have been more contrast than the green belt is. But that is definitely what I would have done had I not been challenging myself to step out of my comfort zone a bit and try new things. Very happy with this. I love the color of this dress. I have a t-shirt that is the same or very similar shade of blue. And I was wondering, I don't have it clean right now, it's in the wash, but I'm wondering, as the white balance just keeps on getting brighter, I wonder if I could pair the dress and that t-shirt together and sort of make it look not necessarily like a two-piece set, because the neck of the t-shirt is quite wide, so I think you would see the straps of the dress, but just wear them together like a set, I think could be really cute, if they are as similar in color as I remember them being, without having them side by side to actually try. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow is the third day of the challenge. I am going to work, and I'm going to wear something that I'm very excited about. I only have one piece picked for tomorrow. I'm going to be wearing more than one piece because that would not be work appropriate. But I'm very, very excited for that piece, as well as a little bit worried, or not worried, but a little bit anxious-ish about it, because it's not really something that I normally wear. It's not something I've worn before. Definitely not something that screams work where I work. Yeah. We're gonna see how I fare. So I will show you that in just a couple seconds. It is day 3, for which the theme is mime, meaning black and white in this instance. And I'm wearing tailcoats, because I just kind of had to. So I'm wearing this tailcoats that I got in May. I will leave a link up here to a collective thrift haul in which I showed it off a bit more, but not much more than I'm doing now. So I'll try to get you some close-up pictures of it today as well. And I'm wearing this shirt, which I talked about in my pastel thrift haul, which will also be linked. This has a gorgeous sort of lace pattern in the front and the back. And if you've been here for a while, you know I'm a sucker for white shirts. So deciding what to wear for the black and white theme, I couldn't pick anything else other than a white shirt, could I? So here we are. And then I'm just wearing some black sort of skinny jeans on the bottom, which I haven't worn since, I want to say, very early winter. And it feels weird. So this outfit was pretty good. I will say that I did not wear the tailcoats the entire time at work. I wore it more as a jacket to and from work, because I felt like it was a little bit too costumey. And that's a bit strong coming from someone who dressed up as a Christmas tree at work. I felt a little bit insecure, which I feared I would do. And it was helped by the fact that when I got to work and I met some of my coworkers, I got positive feedback. They thought I looked cool, dressed up, snazzy, whatever kind of words you want to use. and someone asked what the occasion was, and I said I was just doing a style challenge by someone I follow on YouTube. And then, the response was positive, but I still felt a little bit too costumey, which is something I kind of want to work on, because I do want to wear this as, I'm not saying like every week, but I do want this to be a piece I don't just wear for parties or something, which I go to very few parties, so that would be a very bad investment, wouldn't it? But yes, it felt a bit too costumey to wear around the patients, basically. Like, I don't have any interaction really with patients where I work. I call them sometimes, but as I walk through the corridors, I will say hi and I'll, wave and stuff like that. And I know that my Christmas tree was fairly well received at the 2 workplaces, this being one of them, that I've now worn that outfit. But that's like costumey on purpose. I am dressed up as a tree. That is not really how I go by my day-to-day, I guess. And this is more normal. It's basically just a jacket or a blazer with some, long floppy bits in the back. But I don't know, I felt a bit too insecure, I think, to wear it the whole day. I will say that it was physically comfortable though, it fits well. It was warm and nice, which was good, because this summer was supposed to be 100 bajillion degrees out, and it was like 13 degrees Celsius today at its warmest. It was 11 when I went to work, so a lot cooler than I had thought that the summer would be. But yeah, so it was warm and nice for that. 2 slight problems that I've come across though is that this white shirt, which I love a lot, I think it's so pretty, it doesn't do well when I have something over it, and it's a little bit uncomfortable even when I don't. So the thing with it is that it has this lace paneling across the front and also a big lace applique on the back. And it's like there's sort of mesh or something on this lace. Like if it had just been holes, it would have been a lot more risque, I guess. But the mesh makes it a little bit itchy, and if I wear something on top of it like I am now, there's an added layer, there's more touching it, and therefore more of the mesh touching me, and so it gets itchier, and that's really sad. I love this shirt. Like I said, I'm a sucker for white shirts, and I think this is really pretty, but I want to find a way to wear it that makes it less itchy without wearing a layer underneath, because I do think I could put on a t-shirt or a tank top or something underneath that would cover up that space and be like a barrier between the mesh and my skin, and I think that would be more comfortable, but it does make it warmer, which sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. And I would like for this shirt to be able to be worn on its own and not be itchy. So I'll see what I can do about that. If you have any ideas for how I could fix that, let me know in the comments, because I think it's a mix of the mesh and the seams connecting the mesh to the shirt, and it's uncomfortable, which is a shame. And I don't want pieces in my wardrobe that are uncomfortable to wear. I'm fine with it when it's pieces like the tailcoats where it's more of an insecurity and I'm not really confident enough today to wear this, so I'll wear it tomorrow. That's fine. And I hope to work on that and make it so it's never a problem. I'm always confident and comfortable putting it on as long as the weather permits, basically. But pieces like this shirt and how this shirt currently feels on my skin, not something I want to hang on to, but I really like the shirt, so I wanted to make it work. Tomorrow's theme is complementary colors, and I have one idea, which is a new pair of pants and a t-shirt that is the same color as the dress I wore yesterday. But I think that t-shirt is buried in the bottom of the laundry basket, and I'm not about to do laundry today, so we'll see how that goes. I also don't know if pink and blue qualify as complementary colors. I think they complement each other, but I'll look into it a bit more, because I think complementary colors maybe has to be across from each other on the color wheel, and as we have famously learned in this video, pink isn't even on there. So I'm gonna look into that and do some planning. I want to have that figured out before I go to bed tonight, because I don't need that added stress in the morning, really. I'm gonna figure that out, and I'm gonna show you in a second what I come up with. This room is such a mess, so I'm gonna try to show you as little of it as possible. I also have a very, very hungry cat at my feet, which shows you the mess of the room, I guess. But I'm trying to pick out my outfit for tomorrow, Thursday, the 4th day, which is complementary colors, and I'm struggling a bit. So I just want to walk you through my thought process, I guess. So what I really wanted to do was wear the blue t-shirt that is the same color, same blue, as this dress that I wore yesterday. However, like I mentioned in the previous clip, that t-shirt appears to be in the wash and I am not doing laundry today. So that has been ruled out. And Remus, he's going crazy. And I wanted to wear that blue t-shirt with a pair of hot pink pants that I got the other day because of reasons. But then I realized the complementary colors are supposed to be the colors opposite of one another on the color wheel, and blue and pink are not opposite of each other. Green and red are opposites. Pink famously doesn't exist, which is very upsetting because it is my favorite color. But yeah, and so I started thinking and I started pulling pieces, and I'm thinking these jeans, which I wore, or sort of jeans-ish pants that I wore on day one, they are very orange. Very orange. Opposite of orange, we have blue. So the t-shirt that is in the wash could work. The dress that I just showed you the edge of could work. But I am picking this cardigan instead, which I showed off. It has cat hair on it, or a lint thing, that I showed off in a recent video. And I think that will look good. It is not something I would have gone for had I not been challenging myself. So I think maybe good thing I am challenging myself. But I cannot go to work wearing only a pair of pants and a cardigan. I need something more. And this t-shirt, this green t-shirt over there, is looking at me. And I think those three pieces would look good together. Like the colors of them would look good together. The t-shirt would work with the jeans and with the cardigan. I'm just going to remove that because that is annoying me. But I don't think green is allowed. But I could break the rules. Green is next to blue on the color wheel. Orange is next to red. Red and green are complementary colors. I don't know. I think what I should just do is like slap a white or beige possibly or black tank top on under this to let the purple, the blue and the orange be the main pieces here. But I don't know if a large chunk of white or black right here would take away from the colors in a way that I don't want them to take away from the colors. I'm really tempted to do that green t-shirt. And what I'm also tempted to do, yes, hi Remus, I will feed you in like 5 minutes. What I am also tempted to do is to put this in my hair. I recently got this. I don't think that video will be up by the time this video is up. But this has orange in it. The light in here is horrible, but this is a very similar orange. This is blue, though a much, much darker blue than the cardigan. And it has that green in it. Or at least a very, very similar green. But if I'm not sure if green is allowed for this to, be complementary colors, I don't think that is allowed either. But this is sort of my thought process for tomorrow. I've at least, I think, picked 2 pieces that I will be wearing. And then we'll see. It's 10 to 9 now, so I'm going to feed the cats and get ready for bed. Let me know what you think in the next 4 seconds before you see what I actually end up putting on tomorrow. It is day 4, and as you can tell, I went with the idea I had last night, but now I have more of a science to back it up. So after I'd filmed that little clip yesterday, I called my husband into the room, and I utilized his love for color to try to figure this out. Now, there is a thing for which I forget the name of, but basically, instead of being a complementary color that is a line straight across the color wheel, you take one of the colors on the color wheel, and then go across from that and split that end. So you sort of create a Y on the color wheel, meaning that you don't take the color that is directly across, but rather that color's neighbors. I don't know if that is exactly what I've done here, but let's go with it. Opposite of orange, we have blue, and next to that, we have green. For this Y thing to work, we should go to the side of blue and get green and whatever shade that would be, like moving towards purple, I guess. I didn't quite do that because I didn't have those options, but I do think it worked. I think these 3 colors together look very good together. It's not something I would have put together, again, if I hadn't been doing this challenge. Maybe these 2, the green and the blue, But I don't think I would have gone green and orange. I don't think I would have gone orange and blue. But here we are, and I'm actually really, really liking it. And I've been thinking for a while that I want to get more solid colored pieces because I feel like I have a lot of patterns. Although looking at the rack right now, it doesn't look like that many patterns compared to the solid colors. But I've sort of been wanting to do that, of have the solid colors and either pair them together sort of like this with just blocks of solid color, or have a dress that has blue in it and wear a cardigan, a solid colored cardigan in the same blue. Because I like how that looks and I've wanted more alternatives for that, I guess. As I was putting this together last night, I felt like I wanted to incorporate a fourth color. Specifically, I wanted a purple belt, and I wanted that to be a dark-ish purple belt. I have a light purple belt that wouldn't have been as good because these are quite, I don't know, that's more of a pastel purple and these are more rich, deep colors. So I think that would have looked a bit wrong, but I just saw that I have a book in a similar color to what I wish I would have had a belt of. So I'm going to grab Geekarella here by Ashley Poston. And this is purple. Hope you can see that. And like the top purple, or like somewhere in this realm, I would have liked to have as a belt. I think that would have added something nice to this outfit. I'm not saying this outfit needs a belt for the purpose of keeping my pants up, because they're doing a really good job of that themselves. And I'm not saying it would have needed a fourth color, but I think that would have looked good. And to me, that proved that even though that wasn't necessarily a complementary color, though if across from orange we have blue, and to one side of that we have green, and to the other side we have purple, I don't know, there's something there. And the green would have neighbored blue, would have neighbored purple, and then the orange would have been across from the blue. Color theorists, let me know, would that have worked? Either way, I think that would have looked good. And it proves to me that this challenge has been inspiring me, because again, this is not something I would have put together, and putting this together and then keeping on spinning, figuring out another thing I want to add, shows creativity. It made me feel creative, so that's nice. I did also put on that headband, which has a pink in it and a yellow in it, and again a navy and not this kind of blue, but I really liked it. I feel like that tied it all together a bit. It would have looked fine without, but I feel like it feels and like it looks more intentional now that I have it, and it's been great. As for comfortability, this outfit was perfectly fine. These pants can get a bit snug, but nothing too bad. I also wore them the other day, meaning they are a little bit stretched out. They're not fresh out of the wash and then onto my body. The t-shirt is fine. It's a soft, nice t-shirt, but it's the first time I'm wearing both this cardigan and the headband, more than just trying them on in the fitting room or for a video. And I've enjoyed them both. I was a little bit worried that it was going to be too warm, and then it proceeded to be like 13 degrees. So yeah, it did get warmer towards the evening, but I didn't feel too warm apart from when I got into the car, which had been standing in the sun. That was a bit warm, but I felt fine. And the headband was also fine. It did what I wanted to do. It wasn't too tight. It is, strangely enough, like I have a small head, and it's a little bit tight when I put it on, like trying to, put it under my chin, pull it over, and then pull it up, because that's how you put on headbands, apparently. But when it's on, it is fine. It's not too tight. I would say, though, it is a little bit slippery. And this is day 3 hair. Like, I should wash this today. I might not have to now that I've had it out of my face and not been touching it so much. But I thought that being further in, like closer to a new time to wash my hair, I thought it would be holding on to the headband a bit better than it would have if I had just washed my hair. But apparently not. So the only thing I might change in the future, if I was to put this outfit together again, would be to maybe put some bobby pins in my hair to keep the hairband in place. And maybe, if I have a dark purple belt, put that on. I have felt comfortable though. I have not had a lot of comments on it, but I also haven't really felt very self-conscious about it. This was a lot less self-conscious-y than the tailcoats yesterday, even though this is bolder and brighter and more out there. Yeah, could be how I'm feeling today. Could be that this is more within the realm of what I would usually wear. Just one of these pieces will probably have been changed for like a solid color, or a neutral color, a black or a white. But I felt fine, and I've liked it. I have also felt like I'm a bit like a TV presenter for kids programs, and I'm not saying that's anything bad with that. That's the vibe I've been getting, even though I have been watching TV presenters for kids in like, I don't know, I mean 15 years at least. So I don't know if they look like this anymore. I don't know if they looked like this when I watched them, but that's the vibe it's giving me. Tomorrow is the last day of this challenge, and the theme for it is statement. I have been, like, the vision I get when you say statement piece, or like statement as such, I've been thinking like sequins, glitter, sparkles, none of which I have. But I have an idea, because tomorrow for me is the 21st of July, which is the day that the Barbie movie premieres, which is something I'm very excited about, though I will not be watching it for at least a week, quite possibly more time than that. But I am really excited about it, and I've been thinking maybe I want to do a full pink look tomorrow. I don't know how much statement that is, because it would just be a monochromatic look. Is it monochromatic if it's different shades of the same color? I do not know, but that's an idea I have for a statement. I do also feel like yesterday's tailcoats was quite the statement, but I don't think I want to repeat that in the same experiment. So I'm gonna have to have a think on that and see how I feel. But right now I'm leaning the Barbie look. I'm leaning a very, very pink look for tomorrow, because it's a bit low effort as well. It's full on pink, which I love pink, so that's great. And it would mean that I get to use my new pink pants. New to me, not newly purchased. They are definitely vintage. It would mean that I get to wear those, which is exciting. But is it a statement? I don't know. Could I make it more statementy with jewelry? I don't know. Will I ever start wearing jewelry that isn't my wedding rings? Wedding ring and engagement ring? I don't know, but I guess we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out, probably. You're not very engaged in this conversation yet again, but I'll figure it out and I'll show you what I put together tomorrow. Hello, and welcome to day 5 of this video. And the theme for today, like I mentioned yesterday, is statement. And I did, in fact, go full Barbiecore. I have been so comfortable and happy with this outfit today. I'm also sorry about the framing. The weather outside is delightful. It's pouring down and there are weird shadows and stuff because of the light. But either way, I have been so comfortable in this outfit today. Both like physically comfortable, like it's not too tight anywhere. It doesn't pull, it doesn't restrict in any way, but I've also been really confident in it. I felt so good today, and it's just been amazing. So I'm actually wearing 3 new to me things today. So the headband you saw yesterday, so I'm not counting that as new to me anymore, though it is. But I am wearing this light pink cotton button down that I thrifted recently, and at the same time I thrifted this, I also thrifted the belt that I'm wearing. And like 2 weeks ago today, actually, as of me filming this, I thrifted these pants. I haven't worn either of these 3 pieces prior to today, apart from just trying them on to see that they fit and that I liked them and that they felt good. And I love these pants. These are a vintage pair of pants. They have a very vintage tag, and I can't find that brand anywhere when I search. I can find like 1 or 2 pieces on Vinted when I look, but I love them, and I want these in every color. I want these in like a turquoise, I want them in yellow, I want them in every single color. Ooh, like a dark green would be very nice. I don't think I'll be able to find that, at least not from this brand, but they are so, so nice, and they are part linen as well, which I've really been looking for the summer and onwards, and they're so comfortable. They're not too tight, they're not too big, they just feel and look amazing. Now with this outfit, I am also starting off my next style experiment. I will have it linked up here for you because I'm planning to upload that video before this one. And it's going to be a week or 5 days, I haven't quite decided yet, of Barbiecore, or mainly just pink outfits. It's going to be more pink oriented than, ooh, this is a good silhouette for Barbie, or this is what she would wear as president, astronaut, biologist, whatever career. Today was also the last day of work before I go on my summer vacation. I have 3 weeks off starting Monday, the 24th of July. This video will be up a bit late and it's going to be great. So excited about that to finally begin. I've been waiting for this for many, many weeks now. And hopefully it will result in some fun videos for you guys as well. Though again, by the time this goes up, my vacation is or will very soon be over. But hopefully I will have had and taken the chance to pre-film some stuff so that I can have fresh content for you come the end of summer and the beginning of fall. It really looks like fall outside right now, and it was like 13 degrees again today. So yeah. All right. Time for some final thoughts before I wrap this video up. First, I want to say a huge thank you to Kathleen for creating this challenge and for making very, very clear that it's fine to do it not during the actual dates. Because sometimes I stumble upon challenges or other, join in and do this thing with me videos that I discover way after the fact. And then I'm like, can I do that? Is it going to be weird if I do that? Should I do it? But Kathleen made it very clear from the beginning that anyone could join in at any time. And for someone like me who can get a little bit anxious sometimes, that was very, very nice. So thank you, Kathleen. If you're watching this and you are not Kathleen, I will have links up here and in the description down below to her channel. So you can also have a wonderful time and laugh and just be in a really nice, cozy environment, which is something I like a lot. But on to my thoughts as I'm wrapping up this experiment. I have had a really good time with this. And I would say that out of the 5 outfits I have worn, at least 3, if not 4 of them, I don't think I would have put together had I not been challenged to. The ones I think I might have put together anyway would be the one with the tailcoats and today's outfit. This is pretty close to similar outfits that I've worn, like this formula, which is something I'm learning more and more and realizing more and more that outfit formulas might be a thing that I follow or that I want to follow. That's a whole other video. That's a discussion for another time. But I have a pair of mustard pants that are similar in shape to these ones, though I wear them mostly in fall, winter, and early spring. And I've definitely paired those with button downs and belts before. And granted, those outfits have typically also fallen into my other great love when it comes to clothes, which is, you're right, white button downs. But either way, this is something I loved wearing and will definitely wear again, and an outfit formula that I think really works for me. I also think the tailcoats outfit would potentially be something that I would have put together had I not been challenged, because it's pretty simple in a way. It's pretty simple in that it's a black pair of pants or a black pair of jeans in this case, and again, my great big love, the white button down. The tailcoats is an added layer of something, and I think it looked great together, but it's definitely a step outside my comfort zone to add that. The same base outfit, but with like a suit vest instead, or possibly a blazer. I'm not huge on blazers. I think I would have worn anyway, but this was sort of a twist on that, and it was really fun overall during this challenge to wear a lot of pieces that I don't feel get enough airtime, or wear time, I guess. Again, this outfit I can't really say that about because these pieces are all new to me, but there were many pieces I should say, during this experiment that I wore that just don't really get that much use out of them. And it was nice to give them some airtime or wear time or whatever I want to call that, really. I do think this has worked to get me out of a style rut in a way, because again, formulas. Both this and the second day, the blue dress with the shirt and the belt, that's also something I've put together with other pieces, but the same kind of look before, and realized I really, really like. So while that might sound like I'm just resorting to something I've done before, for me, it's made me think of outfit formulas a bit, which I really like. And it has also been really good in general to just be challenging myself in this way, because again, when I've done style challenges before, capsules, or only wearing color, or only wearing neutrals, or Teresa styling me, which wasn't really me putting a lot of effort in, it has made me look at my wardrobe, at my clothes, at myself, my style, differently than any random Tuesday, So it's been great. It's been great. And I have a very big project in mind for next year, or possibly starting it towards the end of this year. And those cogs are turning, baby. Those are, yeah, I don't want to give it away yet, but it's going to be a very big project if I go through with it the way I intend to right now. So this experiment has been a great help in that, and I'm being very vague on purpose because I haven't really finalized when, if, how I'm doing that. Hoping to mull that over a bit during vacation and like make a plan, even though we're only roughly halfway through the year and that won't happen until at least October, if not January. So we'll see about that. So I'll let you know more on that if and when it happens. And if it doesn't end up happening at all, here's just me vague posting, I guess. And you'll never know what it was about. Ding! Anyway, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear down below which look was your favorite, and also if you want to partake in this style challenge. Again, all credit goes to Kathleen. Check out her links wherever they are on the screen and below. And I'll be back with another video soon, so I hope to see you then. Bye!